Hi, my name is Gabriel Pagan. I am a critical care registered nurse. I currently work at New York Presbyterian Hospital, Columbia campus in New York City. I've been there for about 4.5 years, and I currently in the ICU float pool. I'm originally from Paterson, New Jersey, and I was raised in a single family home by my mom. I obtained my associate degree at a community college, and while I was working full time as a nurse, I obtained my bachelor's degree. I am currently pursuing my doctorate in nursing in anesthesia practice at Florida International University in Miami. Classes start in January 2021, only a few months away, and I'm super excited. Schools is full time, which requires me to quit my job so I can focus on my studies because the classwork is very intense. Working in the ICU, working in the float pool ICU. I rotate through the different ICUs that my hospital has, which include medical, surgical, cardiothoracic, cardiac ICU, and neuro ICU. Every day is very different. It is something that I do enjoy about my job. It definitely keeps me on my feet, and it makes me very adaptable to many different work environments. One of the most rewarding things that I do as a nurse, I'm able to connect with families and patients um, at their most vulnerable time. Usually, when patients are in the ICU, they're very sick, requiring them to be on life support. I'm able to connect with them and advocate for them to help them get through this process. Uh, why I chose to be a nurse, I wanted to be able to combine biology and science with the art of healing and caring. Being able to use my skills, my hands-on skills, and then my knowledge to be able to be engaged and work with others, and to be able to better myself and develop myself as a person. Um, Probably one of the best decisions that I ever made was to become a nurse. Um, some of my future plans, I definitely am pursuing school to be a nurse anesthetist. Something that happened during the pandemic was I was able to work with a bunch of nurse anesthetists, and it kind of showed me firsthand what that would be like and what that would look like. To be that type of provider that can ease people through their pain and suffering and alleviate many of their anxieties, especially going into surgical procedures, which can be very anxiety provoking. Um, community is a big thing that I was a part of prior to the pandemic. I was part of the community outreach committee, which was able to provide and organize coat drives, Soup's Kitchen, and create educational programs for women's shelters in the community. The hospital that I work in is in Washington Heights, which is a very high Hispanic population. I come from a Colombian heritage, so being able to communicate with the community and be able to establish that common ground to speak in their language and be able to create that comfort right off the bat was very rewarding. And it helps bridge the gap between the community and healthcare providers, being involved in the community outreach, which I thought was very rewarding. Um, what motivates me? I would say the connectivity to people, and you can see it on all different levels of healthcare, from the bedside nurse, from what I'm aspiring to be as a nurse anesthetist, and the impact that I will have in the next 5 to 10 years. I would say would being able to help bridge that gap between healthcare and community and create a level of comfort to communities like Washington Heights that I currently work in. Um, and yeah, so all right, let's go to some fun stuff. How do I like my coffee? I would say I have 5 to 7 different ways how I make coffee. Anything, anywhere from a pour over to a cappuccino to espresso to a drip to a French press. Um, Probably my best way, or the best way that I like to have my coffee, is an Americano with a splash of almond milk, sweetened with a little bit of honey. Thank you so much. I hope that this message or this video helps give you a little bit of insight into who I am. And thank you for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day.